Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, welcome. Can I just say a humongous thank you to all the people who have subscribed to my channel. I woke up this morning, had a quick check, and I've got 91 subscribers. Yay! I'm so excited. You have no actual idea how much that means to me. As I say, I literally have an iPhone SE here and a little tripod. I don't edit anything of the video, so if I cough, I sneeze, I drop something, you hear the traffic outside or my dad in the next room. I haven't got a clue how to edit it. I've tried using iMovie on this iPhone SE, doesn't even work. Can I afford to go and get a Mac laptop or an expensive camera and some lights? Certainly not at the moment anyway. So yeah, thanks so much for supporting me. 9 away from 100, so let's keep going. So please do like and subscribe to my channel because it means the world. I want to start off by saying I'm full of the damn cold, which is a pain. And today's video I decided to do the mental health tag. The reason I decided to do this is one, because I suffer with mental health myself. A lot of people do, and there is a lot of stigma around it, and also with it being Mental Health Awareness Month in May, I wanted to upload this video. So I've got my notes here in my little pad, so let's get started. And I also want to say it is so roasting, so you might hear traffic because I am sat near the window, and I'm sorry that I sound like a man because of my cold. So let's get started. Number one, what is your mental health issue? I suffer with an anxiety disorder. Now, some people watching this are going to go, everyone gets anxious. What makes you so special that you've got an anxiety disorder compared to normal anxiety? My only answer to that is, way back in 2013, I started getting symptoms that I thought was a heart attack or a panic attack. Kicked off a lot of other issues, and I just want to start by saying obviously I wasn't having a heart attack, thank goodness. It turned out that it was a hiatus hernia that was working on me, and they can give you heart attack like symptoms. After consulting the doctor and it taking ages to even convince the doctor to send me for an endoscopy, which is when they put the camera down the throat, and discovering that it was a hiatus hernia, obviously my body had gone into this panic mode, and I was like literally just in such a bad state. Now, previous years and previous episodes of my life, I've suffered with depression, and that for me personally was much easier to deal with, as you know, you knew why you were feeling the way you were feeling. So when I went to the doctor, obviously we had a lot of discussion. They get you to fill out this form answering some questions. Do you feel suicidal? All these sorts of things. And I filled that in, and I was crying hysterically before I even seen the doctor in the waiting room, because I don't know, I just felt absolutely terrified with no way of explaining how I felt to anyone. And after a few months of back and forth and being signed off from work and trying to help me and figure things out, she diagnosed me as having an anxiety disorder, because it's not just a case of me getting a little bit nervous or anxious now and again. Like if you have a driving test, you get a bit anxious, or you've got a presentation at school, you get a bit anxious. Mine's is never going to go away. It's always something that's going to be there, and it's extreme at times when it takes over me. So I have an anxiety disorder. Number two, do you have medication or therapy? Yes, I do take medication, and yes, I have had therapy in the past. Number three is, what therapy and meds have you tried and have they worked? I currently take fluoxetine, which is a mild form of Prozac. I take this every single day. I've been taking this for a couple of years, and yes, it does seemed to help me. When I first took it, like most people, there are adjustments to any of these sorts of tablets that you take for depression or eating disorders or different mental health. I don't know what the right word is to use, but it takes a while to adjust to them, and to start all with, they made me very ill. But once they get into your system, they work. When you do take them, you're advised not to suddenly stop taking them, because obviously that has a adverse effect, as well as getting used to them in your system. So I take fluoxetine for my anxiety. Regarding therapy, I have sought counselling for when I was just depressed and things were getting me down. The first time I ever had counselling was after my mum passed away, which I suppose is understandable. And then I was also referred for CBT therapy to help with my anxiety and to help me to try and figure out possibly why my body reacts the way it does, with it being such a sudden thing to happen. So CBT therapy is cognitive behavioural therapy. If anybody wants to know a bit more about that, I'll possibly do a blog post over on my blog, which is scottishcosmetics.blogspot.com. So yeah, that's covering that question. Question 4 is how long did you have the problems for? I would have said, regarding the depression, I have suffered with depression on and off from the age probably 16 to about 20 was when it was probably in its peak. This was for many different reasons. A lot of it was to do with my appearance, because as you can see, I'm a big girl. I've always suffered with my weight. From about 8 or 9 years of age, I got epilepsy, and the medicine I was on for that were steroids, which made me bloat and put on a lot of weight. I have never been a very active person. I hate sports. I was never into PE and playing outside. My mum worked a lot, so my dad was the one that provided the meals, and when you're that age, you're not really going to turn around, or a lot of people aren't going to turn around and say, hey Dad, where's the veg, I want that. So I would eat whatever he made me, and he ate a lot of rubbish, so I did. Because I got bullied from day 1 of primary school all the way up through to the end of school, eating is always going to be a comfort for me. It's a really hard cycle to change, and unfortunately it got me down. But if I got depressed about the way I looked, instead of going the opposite way and saying, right Julie, let's diet, let's exercise, let's eat better and feel good about yourself, I would grab for that bag of crisps or that chocolate bar, and then I'd feel crap about it. So to compensate for feeling crap, I would eat more of it. Psychologically, all wrong, but that's the way it goes. So yes, I would have said between the ages of 16 and 20. My mum also passed away when I was 19, so obviously it all caught up with me in losing her and having to deal with that. Regarding the anxiety, I was diagnosed with that in 2013. Next question, does your family and friends know? Yes, they do. It was very difficult to tell people. The first time I saw physically written down on paper that I had depression or anxiety, it was like, oh my God, now I have to deal with this. I'm another statistic out there. And then I thought, you know what, at least I had the courage to go and say, I need help. I need help with this. There is nothing wrong with me admitting that I am not coping and that I need help. And my advice to you all is please, please, please do that. Even if it's to talk to someone you completely don't know, a stranger online, message me if you want. Just get the help. So yes, my family and friends do know. And my friend Emily Mollen, who is like a sister to me, she was absolutely fantastic. But she's been fantastic since the day we became friends. My friend Dawn Rose, she was really great, even though it was a struggle probably for her to try and understand it. And at the time, I didn't tell my boyfriend, because he wasn't my boyfriend then, but we were in touch with each other because you do worry that people are going to judge you, but he is amazing, and I thank him for that as well. Okay, does it affect your work or your life? At the time, it majorly affected everything I did, the anxiety. I was signed off work for months. I was starting to get a little bit agoraphobic, not wanting to leave the house, but I made myself do that because I didn't want it to take over my life. Now, it's a lot better. I still have episodes, but they're nowhere near as bad. As for the depression, I would pretty much say the anxiety is taking over that. So, what makes you feel calm? What makes me feel calm is opening up and telling people, having a good cry, and reading. Reading is great escapism for me. So these things help me feel calmer. What do you do in a crisis? In a crisis, I am not the best. One of the things that really triggers my anxiety is learning to drive, which is why unfortunately I've given up, because I feel better for not doing it. My dad causes me a lot of anxiety. He might think that that's really bad of me to say that, and a lot of you might think that, but he just knows how to push my buttons and he makes me feel anxious. That's just the way I am. It's just one of those things. Work sometimes gives me anxiety, but I try not to let work bother me as much, because at the end of the day it is just a job and you shouldn't let it affect your health. And when I do have these moments, I find it very difficult, but I don't panic as much as I used to. I think because I have a better understanding now of why my body is doing what it does, and because I seeked a lot of help at the beginning of the problem. What advice would you give others suffering? As I said, if you are suffering, please go and speak to a professional, open up to a friend, contact myself, leave a message in the comments below. I am happy enough to chat with people. Reach out to someone, even go onto Twitter or Facebook, find an anxiety group, join it, or contact a mental health line. Just reach out to someone. Don't suffer alone, and don't feel ashamed or embarrassed. Speak to people. What makes you smile? What makes me smile is laughter. I love laughing. I love watching films. I love chatting to my boyfriend. He's hilarious. He really makes me laugh. His kids make me smile and laugh. My friends, Carmine, he's hilarious. My friend Callum, having Emily in my life. Just laughing. And go onto YouTube, look up Thatcher Joe. His prank videos are hilarious. Jazzy Bumble, she is hilarious. Erin that does Beauty Creep, she is hilarious as well. She's got such a great wit and humour. She makes me laugh so much, and I'm not laughing at them, I'm laughing with them. They make me feel great. The Suconi Jolies, they make me smile. If I am ever feeling down, the Irish family, the Suconi Jolies, I highly suggest you subscribe to them. You probably all are. And last but not least, describe your mental health in 5 words. Draining, frustrating, agonising at times, overwhelming, and like a black cloud that sometimes has a silver lining. Anyway guys, I don't want to make this video too long, and we're already at 14 minutes here. So the video I previously did was It Finally Arrived, and today I've got on the Ordinary Serum Foundation. I don't know if you're going to see it very well. I actually am not sure if it's the right colour for me, but I thought I'd give it a go. Feels okay in the skin. And yeah, I will let you know how it goes. Today I am just going to go and chill because this cold and the humid weather is just the pits, and I just feel grotty. Another good Scottish word, grotty. So as I said, please do like subscribe. Let's try and get to 100. Who is going to be the person that makes me have 100 subscribers? Please go and check out my blog also. It's scottishcosmetics.blogspot.com, and I will be back next week with another video. Also, if you suffer with any mental health issues or someone that you know suffers with them, share the love. Make sure they're okay. Don't pester them. Don't pressure them into doing anything about it, but let them know that you're there for them, because it's always nice to know that you're not suffering alone, and you're not. And as I said, please, 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 please leave comments below and I will get back to you. Have a great day, guys, and again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for all the subscribes and for all the love you've shown. I will leave the subscribe button at the corner of the screen, and it's free. You don't even have to make a YouTube channel. Just sign up to Google, click the bell button if you want to be notified so that you don't miss any videos, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your auntie. Happy days. Have a great Sunday, guys, and I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.